Hi everybody, welcome to Llew's Reviews. In this episode, we're talking at, oh god, my voice is so muffled. The mask muffling my voice. Anyways, hi everybody, welcome to Llew's Reviews. In this episode, we're looking at the 16th Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Is the mask actually muffling my voice? I don't know if I could do this for the rest of the video. Just give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go, that's better. The magic of editing. So this is the 6th Spider-Man movie in total, after Tobey Maguire, after Andrew Garfield, and here we have Tom Holland. Then let's just get this out of the way. If it's a Spider-Man movie or not, Marvel, they know how to make good movies. And I was a little worried that they might not have good enough material for a standalone movie with the whole extended universe that they're going here. But no, this movie was a solid movie. I was worried that Robert Downey Jr. might, take too much screen time, how he is and all that. The main villain is the Vulture. But no, they proved me wrong. Small cameos here, but a great villain. But nope, I was wrong. You know what? I had some preconceptions about this movie, but I think it's one of the best Marvel movies out there. I think it's one of the better Spider-Man movies out there. It was great. I loved it. What made the Vulture an interesting character, he's actually involved in the attack in the first Avengers movie. He actually has a part of repairing the city after that huge battle. But of all the people to play this person, it's Birdman. No, it's Oscar-nominated Michael Keaton. I grew up with a guy with Batman. I know him from Beetlejuice. He's great as the Vulture. And his portrayal, this very quiet, low-key, aggressive Beetlejuice-like intensity without the insane quirkiness, but a lot of quiet intensity. And even though the Vulture's motives are pretty much directly linked to the aftermath of the Avengers, this doesn't take away the fact that this is a Spider-Man movie. Totally acknowledges that it is in fact a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. The most obvious thing here is Robert Downey Jr. He obviously serves as a mentor toward Peter Parker, but at the same time, we do know that they first met during Civil War, and it was kind of really cute that Peter Parker, a teenager, is vlogging about his events during Civil War, but also it has to be very confidential.
It was the most amazing thing that's ever happened. So Mr. Stark was like, hey, Underoos, and I just sort of flipped in. Hey, just a second, coming.
We have thin walls here.
But all of this is all secondary to the fact that this is a Peter Parker story. Now I want to bring back 2004, which was Spider-Man 2. The great thing about that movie was it really emphasizes the struggle in regular life and being a superhero, having friends, family, and a relationship. It was in the Tobey Maguire movies, the old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. It's never really said in this movie, but it's very evident. It's constantly portrayed in his actions and what Peter does. And in this movie, there are two main lines that he actually lives by, that's echoed by his mentor Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark. He says two very important things to him. First one is,
can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
The second line is,
if you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Speaking of neighborhoods, the location takes place in Queens, New York, which is literally a neighborhood. There's trees, trains. The way he travels, it's literally by parkouring and riding on trains, swinging off trees. And also, the buildings are no more than maybe 5, 6, 7, no more than 10 stories high. So he really has to make his way around the neighborhood. And me growing up with the Fox Kids Spider-Man, I always associated Spider-Man as a college student. I was a little unsure about them going back to high school again and what they did with Andrew Garfield. But here he is again, and he's a teenager. But don't worry, it's okay. Tom Holland. Tom Holland, and the writing, the humor, it comes together perfectly. And the way that Peter Parker is portrayed here, he's very charismatic. The actor, he's very charismatic, very charming. And the fact that he's, well, kiddish, it works.
Training wheels protocol.
I'm sick of Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands.
Especially in contrast with all the adults, Tony Stark and then Happy. They have this whole vibe of Peter, the parents, the adults are talking now, Peter.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
And then there's extra highlights with the other kids in the movie. There's Zendaya, who plays MJ, the weird, dry humored chick who's very, very smart.
What are you hiding, Peter?
And then there's Ned, the Filipino fat kid, who's he's hilarious.
Can I try the suit on? Badass.
Long story short, he's the best friend that learns his secret. Does this sound like a spoiler alert? No, not really, because it's all over the trailers. Nope. And as this is a Spider-Man movie, I was anticipating or expecting really, really cool action scenes and whatnot. After watching this movie, they're okay. Nothing as stylish or over the top that I've seen in the past Spidey movies. Even Andrew Garfield's fight scenes were more memorable, I guess, but that doesn't take away the fact that this was a good movie. In comparison to the first Spider-Man 1 and 2 movie, the focus is about character growth. With all the responsibilities he's had with family, Aunt May, his friends, school, girls, and relationships, and becoming a crime fighter, and at the end of the day, trying to become an Avenger. But of course, with Avengers, echoing what Tony Stark has said, you're nothing without the suit. That very important line. As for the suit, is really cool, with some obvious touches from Stark Industries.
Good evening, Peter. You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
Because the movie is about a young teenage Spider-Man making grown-up decisions. They went with it and it worked out great. And like Wonder Woman that came out this year, this is a hero that I could stand behind, that I could support, that I could cheer for. They'll come to your rescue to defend the little guys. And I think the wonderful thing that makes Spider-Man so great is that he's probably one of the most relatable superheroes out there. The everyday struggles that he experiences of being a normal person. Even though he's a teenager, there's some things that we can relate to, see ourselves with him. And at the same time, this is what they did great with Vulture. He's one of those guys that you actually sympathize with the villain. A big kudos to Michael Keaton bringing that sort of portrayal to life. But he just took a different route from Peter. Overall, I loved it. Great Spider-Man movie. Without a doubt better than, you know, Andrew Garfield. Good try, but you know what? Tom Holland waiting for Spider-Man 2. That's already on the way. But we're gonna see you in the Avengers movies. But with this movie, I'm gonna give a good 4.5 out of 5 webs. Alright guys, if you like this video, look down, like, subscribe, you'll be good to go. I'll see you next time. Check out our other videos where we're taking a look at Game of Thrones Season 7. But I'll see you next time. Is the mask actually muffling my voice?